Good morning, everyone. My name is Yuvraj Datta of class 8th A and my roll number is 26. Today I am going to speak on the topic COVID-19 and I am going to submit it to Miss Pramila Sharma. First comes the contents of this presentation. Origin, chemical composition of virus, mode of transmission, epidemiology, mechanism of its action, reasons for spreading, symptoms of disease, precautions and treatment. First comes the origin. COVID-19 is an infectious disease caused by the recently found virus known as SARS-CoV-2 or coronavirus. Before the outbreak originated in Wuhan, China on December 2019, there was no information about this virus. Then comes the chemical composition of virus. In light of the current outbreak of a novel coronavirus, I would like to share this virtual issue that features a collection of information on coronavirus research. Chemistry has a key role to play in understanding everything from viral structure to pathogens, isolation of vaccines and therapies, as well as in the development of materials and techniques used by basic researchers, virologists, and clinicians. This virtual issue aims to provide a brief overview of the important contributions of chemistry to understanding and controlling the spread of coronavirus. Then comes the mode of transmission epidemiology. An infectious agent may be transmitted from its natural reservoir to a susceptible host in different ways. There are different classifications for modes of transmission. Here is one classification. First is direct contact and droplet spread. Second comes the indirect, which includes airborne, vehicle-borne and vector-borne. In direct transmission, an infectious agent is transferred from a reservoir to a susceptible host by direct contact or droplet spread. Then comes the mechanism of its action. Humans have long been infected by coronavirus as it is one of those responsible for the common cold. It is contagious viral infection that can be spread through inhalation or ingestion of viral droplets. As a result, coughing and sneezing and touching infected surface are primary sources of infection. Then comes the reasons for spreading. SARS-CoV-2 spreads from person to person through close communities. When people with COVID-19 breathe out or cough, they expel tiny droplets that contain the virus. These droplets can enter the mouth or nose of someone without the virus, causing an infection to occur. The most common way that this illness spreads is through close contact with someone who has the infection. Close contact is within around 6 feet. The disease is most contagious when a person's symptoms are at their peak. However, it is possible for someone without symptoms to spread the virus. A new study suggests that 10% of infections are from people exhibiting no symptoms. Next comes the symptoms of COVID-19. First comes the high fever. The body temperature can exceed 37.3 Celsius degrees or 99 Fahrenheit degrees. Second comes the tiredness. The body feels completely tired and without energy to perform normal tasks. Third comes the dry cough. Irritation and constant coughing without expelling any mucus. Next comes the what to do if you have symptoms. Step 1. You have symptoms or have been in an infected area. Step 2. Call the designated phone number for your region. Step 3. You will be given a home test over the phone. Step 4. Patiently wait for the results of the test. Step 5. Follow the instructions provided by the doctor. Then comes the precautions. To prevent the spread of COVID 19, clean your hands often. Use soap and water or an alcohol based hand rub. Maintain a safe distance from anyone who is coughing or sneezing. Wear a mask when physical distancing is not possible. Don't touch your eyes, nose, or mouth. Cover your nose and mouth with your bent elbow or tissue when you cough or sneeze. Stay home if you feel unwell. If you have a fever, cough, and difficulty breathing, seek medical attention. Then comes the treatment, self care. If you feel sick, you should rest, drink plenty of fluid, and eat nutritious food. Stay in a separate room from other family members and use a dedicated bathroom if possible. Clean and disinfect frequently, touches surfaces. Everyone should keep a healthy lifestyle at home. Maintain a healthy diet, sleep, stay active, and make social contact with loved ones through the phone or internet. Children need extra love and attention from adults during difficult times. Keep to regular routines and schedules as much as possible. It is normal to feel sad, stressed, or confused during a crisis. Talking to people you trust, such as friends and family, can help. If you feel overwhelmed, talk to a health worker or counselor. Thank you.